Okay, so we're chimed in on some clippos. I guess we can just look at it together and just scroll down this bitch. Look at this. Pretty cool. Randy and Rami, R&R. Oh, what the f? They're just locals.
Hey, this is another good day in El Barrio. Yo, is this how you gonna work to be in El Barrio every day, man?
Welcome to Jamestown, home of the barrio.
Man, I love this.
Find the
Yo, look at this, man.
infiltrators.
Oh, man, I gotta love El Barrio.
I love these guys.
They're shooting someone over there trying to rob the house.
So what does this say? 2 hours later, after the bench trial, getting charged, DNA swabbed in court, and going to MRPD to complain to the captain. Krator still had the gold.
Fuck, I'm hungry. Fuck, I'm hungry.
You think we accomplished what you were setting out to
No,
accomplish?
probably
bro?
not, but you know, 3 hours of wasting their time, I'll take it.
Day by day offline chat grows stronger. One day we will overtake the Noto squad and the online chatters. We will prevail. For the North. People
That is kind of annoying, I'll be honest. With the intent just to waste our time.
Hey, SumSum, hope life is treating you well and all.
It was like I wanted to go to sleep last night and I had to stay up for like an extra hour and a half for that stupid fucking court, which was such a shit show. They didn't have anything handled. And then we didn't get to do any fucking cool 1080s yesterday because we were sitting there doing fucking paperwork the whole time. Yeah, I was happy for Judd to come through. I always like RPing with Judd. And his judge character is super cool.
Listen, XQC is going to get unbanned. I guarantee it.
I believe, is that?
Well,
no,
let's hope he does. We'll see how he goes on.
Hostage inside, one-armed suspect.
What's it called?
Holding a gun up.
We'll see how he goes.
Second individual in there.
On the public server, that is. I mean, if he fucks up there, it's hard to fuck up there, really.
Just be a cop on the public server, dude. X, if you're listening, don't play X, especially in a public server. At least if you're gonna get stream sniped, be a cop so you can fucking power game all over their face. I'm just kidding. Okay. Just so at least you can fucking have authority. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. At least so you can have authority, you know? Because they're gonna fucking make you mad.
All he's got to do is not be angry.
Yep.
Okay? Because that leads to OOC shit. He just needs to learn to not give a fuck. It's a hard thing to do in RP, really it is.
It is.
Because every game you always play is some sort of competitive like game. So
yeah.
When you play something like roleplay, it's very ingrained naturally in you to be competitive, right? Because, you know, it does feel like that. It does feel like it can be, you know, perceived that way, but...
Especially on NoPixel. Let's say that as well. Especially on NoPixel. Because I have seen other servers. I've seen how their response are with the officers. I've seen how their gang fights go down. I've seen how their car chases go down. And let me just say this. NoPixel, let's just say over time... from the crims and the cops both simultaneously getting better and better and headbutting over time, like the level of competitiveness is kind of high, to be fair, for an RP server. It's fucking not easy to get away from the cops if you're a criminal, and likewise, it is fucking not easy to catch criminals lately, or in the last year or so, because the criminals game has gotten so high as well. The improvements are happening on both sides. You think 2 years ago, you know, that the cops would have had all this strategy down on tunnels and how to stop it and where to go for it, and like no, not even close. The simple strats worked back then a lot easier. Now it's like, dude, now we got crims jumping into the fucking ocean, not because they want to, because they feel like they have to. I mean, you saw us try to get away in a Sultan yesterday. Back in the day, 4 doors, it wasn't like impossible to get away. It wasn't the hardest thing on the planet. I would get away lots. I mean, Mr. K would get away lots of times in 4 doors back in the day, but fucking hell, it's not easy now. We got into how long? It's the first time in my entire history of NoPixel that we have almost run out of gas on a car chase where we had full gas. and 2, simultaneously made a cop run out of gas mid-chase. It was bonkers. No, it wasn't the AJ one. It was the Dan Faley one. The AJ one, we were feeling a little bit more in control. Dan puts a little bit more pressure. AJ is really, really solid and was staying on me, but I was seeing like moments of like escape, possibly like popping up. But with like when you roll against Dan, when he starts reeling you in, it's tough. He's a very good driver. Especially when his car is just fucking, it's just significantly faster than yours, and he brings the skill with it. It's very difficult, because then not only do you have to bring equal skill, you have to bring a little bit more because you're using a car that is not as good. So I gotta start, as Charles, I gotta start tossing more tricks in the mix. It's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I need to do more tricks on Charles. If I'm in a 4-door. If I'm in a 2-door, I'm okay. I feel comfortable. I don't think anybody can catch me when I'm in a 2-door. If I'm on my A game. But on a 4-door, there's no shot. It's hard. Dan was, I mean, dude, he was running out of gas, so he was getting super aggressive with this yesterday. It was almost killing us. I was yelling at him. I was like, our life, please! Just trying to make him feel bad.
Hopefully you can pull.
All right.
I have a few questions to ask you.
Okay.
Dude, it's just the Australian accent is too thick in there.
What is your main motivator for this city? What is your
My name-
plan?
Dundee, is this you? Dundee? Dundee, I can tell it's you, man. Your voice changer is fucking dog water. Okay, Dundee, call me back when you get a different voice changer, right? Gotta go.
Feels so bad.
In the jewelry store?
Folks getting
Or even into the jewelry store?
Monsoon.
Oh, this is cream.
620
We'll see.
secondary, right eastbound through the alleyway in front of the jewelry store. They're stopped at the jewelry store. They're exiting the vehicle.
They have a hostage.
They have a gun. Watch out.
We're both out.
Okay.
Oh, here it comes.
390.
I got one going up to the front. Stand by.
Do we want to swap to 2 or are we good on 1?
Stay on one.
I just fucking saw him.
How many suspects do we have on scene?
4.
Hey! Don't fucking move! Don't fucking move! Don't fucking move! Oh my god! Okay, 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 okay.
In the jewelry store?
Yeah, yeah, that was a little crazy. I think Mac, I've seen, me and Mac will do something there, and I've seen, me and Mac will just kind of chill out there, maybe go up the stairs together, maybe just hold there for a little while.
You guys know that they said they spiked
He's
us
my
because
seat,
we held up a cop apparently.
Yeah, did you do that?
No.
He was
Oh.
okay. So
Oh.
he was going up the ladder behind Julio, and we were telling him to get the fuck out of here. And he got down, pointed a gun at me. I was pointing a gun at him, and I said, "Just get the hell out of here. We have a hostage." And then he leaves and says, "Okay, I'm going." That's what they're trying to get us on right now,
Okay.
bro.
Oh my god. All right. Well, then let's lawyer up.
All right.
He took one of my grain. I had 11 grain.
It's no wonder we can't do any fucking. This is what I'm talking about. We can't do the fun jobs
You stole
anymore,
my
dude.
beard, bro.
No fucking way. We're in a fucking bison, dude. A fucking bison.
I agree. A little bit of an over-exaggeration. When was the last time we spike stripped somebody coming out of a bank, dude? It's the first time it's happened in a million years. But I agree that it shouldn't have happened there. Unfortunately, on Charles, I can't really, or Charleston, I can't really make choices. You know, I'm just kind of chilling, listening to orders. And I kind of figured it was not going to go down well. But in the time that that decision was made, we were under the impression that he was kidnapped and held at gunpoint. We didn't know the details, so it's like the communication was a little off there. That's all. So we made a decision based off of, you know, just miscommunication. Yeah, they also hit a bank, what, 25 minutes before tsunami or something like that too, exactly. So it's like you're already kind of shit-lording yourself, you know? Wasn't the greatest on both sides. Why are you even going onto the rooftop if you're these guys? If the plan is to hop in the vehicle and leave. The only reason you go on that rooftop is to shoot cops, to be fair. There's no other reason for going up there. Unless you have to... Wait, you have to do it for this thing now, don't you? I take that back. Never mind. Unless he was just up there getting the fucking door open. Which probably is what he was doing. So yeah, I guess, yeah, kind of knowing that, you should never probably go up there as a solo cop. And I don't think there's anything that they did wrong at the beginning. But I do think it's an over-exaggeration to say that we just can't do fun jobs anymore. That's an over-exaggeration. The fun jobs happen all the time. We don't fucking spike shirt people coming out of jobs. It's a very, very rare thing. You know, I've also been in a job where I got shot in the fucking face and sat there for an hour, but you know, it happens. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll just have to take this in mind when we're going to a jewelry store now, that as police officers, we should not be going up that rooftop unless we have some sort of, like, we need to give them time to come back down, essentially, before it turns hostile. Then maybe we can clear up. You know what I mean? So I think we just take this as a learning lesson for both sides. You know what I mean? And maybe just our side. We got to communicate a little better if cops are getting held hostage. And I think at jewelry store, we do not go on that top ladder until they are already, like, we should clear it at a certain time when we think that they are not going to be a foreman or coming down, or maybe we need to get a little info after. But I think at the start of the jewelry store, we should just hold that spot, and anybody who runs out has free to go to the front. I think that'll be the way to handle that. Like I said, unfortunate. Miscommunication. We should not have spiked a car, especially a Bison. Could have kept up with it, no problem with as many cops as we had. I don't like being held up in court for 3 hours, you know, for the extra fucking 2 hours because of it, with paperwork. Because it's not like it was my intent to waste your time, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get you guys into jail and get you on your fucking way so that it was over and done with. In fact, we weren't even hitting the guy. My guy wasn't even getting hit with many charges. 44 months. He's out in 15 minutes, 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's not like my intent was to keep you there for fucking hours. But it's kind of shitty when your intent, when you feel shit on, is like, let's waste their fucking time intentionally now. You know? Like, that feels shitty to me. I've been screwed over on Charles a million times. I've never brought it to court and intentionally wasted cops' time for it, you know what I mean? Especially when it's at the tsunami, you're hitting it 25 minutes before tsunami, and I have plans to go to fucking sleep, you know? Which I think is an okay plan to have at tsunami.
Situation started because they got caught beforehand in a traffic stop.
I know that anything can happen in RP, but I think it's okay to have a plan to go 42. At a tsunami, you know what I'm saying? And to be held there just because you felt like being petty, because you felt like we were being petty, fucking sucks. Like, I got my girlfriend texting me like, yo, you getting off yet? Like, I got caught up in this court thing, hey. You guys did mess up, and like, I'm absolutely willing to admit that. Which was like, let's get him in jail and get the fucking process started, and like, it's all Gucci, you know? Like, it's a 10-minute trip to prison. Everyone's gonna survive. Not everyone. The other guys are getting a little heftier charges, I think. Well, their point, I understand their point completely. Basically, what they did right there was they pulled us into jail with them because they ended up just getting time served. I wouldn't give them time served after that. That's my only thing that I didn't like, was they got time served. Man, motherfucker, you could bring us to court for all this time and you're just gonna walk out with us. That's sick. Didn't matter if you were fucking guilty or not guilty. we wasted enough time that you guys got to walk out with us. Motherfucker, there should be a consequence. Bring it to court, however long that court case is. You don't get fucking time served. You go to fucking jail for how long you brought us there. In fact, you should get more fucking time for it. It should be a little bit of a risk for bringing it to court, not just to troll us and waste our time. What? I mean, you guys know what the situation we were in yesterday. I was 10 hours deep into a stream, and the reason I got on early that day was so I can get off early to hang out with the girlfriend. And then we get caught up in 2 extra hours of sack. For what? Because they didn't want to spend 10 minutes in prison? Because they fucking 25 minutes before fucking tsunami. 25 minutes. If you wouldn't have done that, we wouldn't have had the fucking problem. Looks like it wasn't all just the cops' issues then, huh? Suck my wiener. That was sack. Thanks for wasting my time. And then he admits that he wasted our time intentionally. It's just like, what? What? And then they go in there, and it's like there was not even an attempt to stop charges. It was just like, yeah, we were robbing the bank or the fucking jewelry store. What the fuck are we here for? Yeah, so we were robbing the jewelry store and our hostage was like fucking, yeah, then this cop did, I held him up in my gun. They spike stripped us, man. Yeah, we were there 25 minutes before the tsunami. Okay, it's all good. I'm done complaining now. Let's play.